In this video, I am going to show you how to format your dissertation. To show you how to format your dissertation, I am going to use the outline of the dissertation of one of the modules I am teaching at university. First, let's talk about page numbers. In this case, we have the title page or cover page, which does not have a page number. We also have this section, which will be numbered in Roman numerals in lowercase letters. And finally, the actual body of the dissertation, where you have the chapters and appendices. These pages are numbered using Arabic numerals. Before you begin, format the text of your whole document according to your dissertation guidelines. To do so, go to Styles and right-click on Normal. Here, I am choosing the font Times New Roman, size 12, and I generally justify and double-space the text. Once you've done this, select the whole text by pressing Ctrl-A on Windows or Command-A on a Mac, and click on the normal style you've just edited. The next step consists of having each one of these sections or titles on a new page. To help you with this, click on Show Formatting Marks. This will show blank spaces and new paragraphs. Don't worry, these formatting marks will not appear in your document. This will help you have a better understanding of what you're doing with your document. If you want to get rid of them, just click on it again. After each title, press Ctrl-Enter on Windows or Command-Enter on a Mac. This will create page breaks, which are used to end a page without filling it with text. In other words, you are creating a new page for each title. Be mindful of unnecessary blank spaces. Delete them when you find them. This is how your document should look. As I said, you don't want the page number on the title page, and you want the section of the summary and table of content to be numbered differently from the main body of the dissertation. To have different page numbers between two sections or more, we need to use section breaks instead of page breaks. Delete page break after title page. Go to Layout, Breaks, and click on Next Page. Repeat this step to separate the summary and table of content from the main body of the dissertation. To create page numbers, double-click on the bottom right corner of one of the pages in the second section. In the ribbon that has just appeared, deselect Link from Previous and click on Page Number. This window will pop up. Click on Format and choose Roman numerals in lowercase letters. Then click on Start At and click on the arrow key to move up the page number to 2 in Roman numerals. Repeat this for the main body. Click on the bottom right corner of one of the pages in the third section. In the ribbon that has just appeared, deselect Link from Previous and click on Page Number. This window will pop up. Click on Format and choose Arabic numerals. Then click on Start At and enter 1. The next step is to create headings. Headings are the main titles and subtitles of your dissertation. They tell word that you need them in your table of contents. To create headings, go to Home and you will see the styles here. You can also click here. Go all the way down to Styles and click on All Styles. Heading 1 are for main titles of each chapter, Heading 2 for subtitles, Heading 3 for sub-subtitles, and so on. So, what you want is for a format like this. To do this, click on Multi-Level List. Define your multi-level list. In this text box, write Chapter. Leave the number that should be in Arabic numerals and add a colon after. The number is highlighted in gray as the number will be updated for each chapter of your dissertation. Click on the arrow. In this section, select Follow Number with space and make sure that your number position is aligned at 0. In Level 2, change the number style to Arabic numerals. In the text box, add a full stop after the number. In this section, select Follow Number with space and make sure that your number position is aligned at 0. Go back to the text box, place your mouse pointer at the beginning of the text, click on Include Level Number from Level 1 and add a full stop. This means that the first subheading in Chapter 1 will read as 1.1. In Level 3, change the number style to Arabic numerals. In the text box, add a full stop after the number. Then, place your mouse pointer at the beginning of the text, click on Include Level Number from Level 2 and add a full stop. Again, place your mouse pointer at the beginning of the text, click on Include Level Number from Level 1 and add a full stop. In this section, select Follow Number with space and make sure that your number position is aligned at 0. This means that the first subheading under the first subheading in Chapter 1 will read as 1.1.1. Level 7 will be used for the appendix. Here, we are going to use letters. Add a colon after the letter A. Place your mouse pointer at the beginning of the text and write appendix. In this section, select Follow Number with space and make sure that your number position is aligned at 0. This gives you an idea of how your table of content will look like. You will not use headings 4, 5, and 6, so don't worry about it. Now, right-click on Heading 1. In this window, go to Format, Numbering, and click on the multi-list you've just created. You will see that Word has automatically written Chapter 1. Now, edit the formatting according to your dissertation guidelines. Here, I am using Times New Roman, size 12, and bold format. In the main body, delete Chapter 1 that you've manually written. Select Introduction and click on Heading 1. Repeat this for the other titles. Delete all the chapters that you have manually entered and click on Heading 1. For the appendix, remember, you are using Level 7, so select Heading 7 and modify Style. In this window, go to Format, Numbering, and click on the multi-list you've just created. Now, edit the formatting according to your dissertation guidelines. Here, I am using Times New Roman, size 12, and bold format. Select the title, click on Heading 7, and add the name of your appendix according to your needs. For instance, Interview Guide. Add a page break for another appendix. See that Word automatically creates Appendix B for you. Again, add the name of your appendix according to your needs. For instance, Verbal Consent. Remember that each appendix is presented on a new page. Now, let's create subheadings. For example, in Chapter 2, I will write Political, Social, and Economic Factors as subheadings. Select Heading 2 and modify Style. In this window, go to Format, Numbering, and click on the multi-list you've just created. Now, edit the formatting according to your dissertation guidelines. Here, I am using Times New Roman, size 12, and bold format. Select the text and click on Heading 2. Now, let's create subheadings. For instance, under the subheading of Economic Factors, you want to delve into factors A and B. What you should do is select Heading 3 and modify Style. In this window, go to Format, Numbering, and click on the multi-list you've just created. Now, edit the formatting according to your dissertation guidelines. Here, I am using Times New Roman, size 12, and bold format. Select the text and click on Heading 3. As you can see, you have Chapter 2, subheading 2.1 point, 2.2 point, and 2.3 point, and subheadings 2.3.1 point and 2.3.2 point. To create a table of content, place your mouse pointer on the page where you want to create your table of contents. Go to References and click on Table of Contents. You will see that Word automatically created a table of content for you. However, the appendices are missing. You can add them by going to References, Table of Contents, Custom Table of Contents, Options, scroll down to Heading 7, and add Level 1. This means that any appendices should be at the same level of your chapters in your table of content. Click OK, and then click Yes to replace your table of content. Now, you can see that the format of this table of content is not following the format of your dissertation. Do not change this manually using the options from this ribbon. Instead, go to References, Table of Content, Custom Table of Contents, Modify, and modify TOC, which stands for Table of Content, heading 1, 2, 3, and 7. That relates to headings 1, 2, 3, and 7, according to your preferences. In this case, I am using Times New Romans for all the headings of the table of content, but leaving the bold style for Talk 1 and 7, and making Talk 3 smaller by using a 10 font size. If the appendices disappear after this, just repeat the aforementioned process. I will hide the formatting marks now. This is how your dissertation should be looking. The title, Table of Content, appears in another format. To change this, select the title, go to Styles, and click on Talk Heading, and format it to your preference. To number a table using the number of the chapter where it appears, go to References, insert Caption, click on Label, and select Table. Click on Format and select Include Chapter Number. Make sure that the chapter starts with style 1. You can use a hyphen or a colon according to your preferences. To change the format, go to Styles, click on Caption, and format it according to your preferences. You will see that the title of this table is 2-1 because it is the first table in Chapter 2. If you add another table, let's say in Chapter 1, you follow the same steps. This creates the caption automatically. To number a figure using the number of the chapter where it appears, go to References, insert Caption, click on Label, and select Figure. Click on Format and select Include Chapter Number. Make sure that the chapter starts with style 1. You can use a hyphen or a colon according to your preferences. The steps are the same for other figures you insert. Don't forget to always reference your tables and figures in your text. To do so, go to References, Cross-Reference. This window will pop up. In Reference Type, select Figure. In Insert Reference To, select only Label and Number. Follow the same process for tables by selecting Table in Reference Type. To add a table of figures, add a page break after your table of content. Place your mouse pointer in the new page. Go to References, insert Table of Figures. In Caption Label, select Figure. you can change the format by clicking on Modify. In this window, select Modify and change the format if it's not following your dissertation guidelines. Click OK. For a table of tables, follow the same steps, but select Table in Caption label. To add a title for each table, select the talk heading style we used for the table of content. When you have finished writing your dissertation, don't forget to update your tables of content, figures, and tables. To do so, select all the text and press F9 on Windows or Function and F9 on a Mac. If your dissertation asks you to indent the first line of each chapter except the first paragraph of a chapter, this is what you should do. Select the paragraphs that you want to adjust. Go to Home and then select the line and paragraph spacing and line spacing options. In the Indents and Spacing tab, select First Line in Special and make sure it says by 1.27 centimeters and click OK.
Easy tip.
Although you can add your references manually, you can also use Zotero, a managing referencing tool that writes your references for you. You can check my playlist on how to use Zotero in the link above. If you've used Zotero, click on any part of your references to format them. In Style, click on Modify Style. Make sure that your references are aligned to the left, and you might want to consider changing the line spacing to 1 if your dissertation guidelines allow you to in order to reduce some space.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more BZ tips.